My name is Olivia Faison. I'm a Green candidate for City Council, and I'm here in this beautiful park because I would like to say that we need to really keep our park as beautiful as this. We need to keep our environment as beautiful as this. And I have a platform and I have an idea on how to do that. But we are in a crisis. We are being challenged by our air quality, our water quality, and our food quality. So I'm here to say that as a green candidate, we need to go green. We need to recycle our water, collect our litter, sweep our streets, plant trees, gardens, and orchards like our lives depend on it, because we need that oxygen.
What made you decide to go in this direction? In other words, what actually inspired you to take this cause on?
Well, I am a scientist. I am a retired analytical chemist, but my degree is in biology. So my whole focus is from that perspective, and my training is from that perspective. And I have a great respect for the planet that we live in and the people who occupy it. And everything in nature is important, and the balance of nature is important. And our air quality, our water quality, and our food is important for our survival. So it's about everything and one thing.
Are there other aspects that you are passionate about in your quest?
There are so many things that I'm passionate about, and so many things that I'm concerned about as our emerging 21st century society. I think we need to expand our voting rights. I think we need to invest more in our children and in our future with no holds barred. And I think that we should try to be a little bit more peaceful and have eyes a little bit more on our law enforcement, because there are abuses there. And some of the, let me just say, one of the other things that concern me is our laws. Our laws are so old, some of them, they reach back too far, way into the last century and the last millennia, and they can't possibly lead us forward deeper into the 21st century. So we need to be able to find a way to take a look at these laws. Some of them are very gender biased, some of them are very racially biased, but they're still on the books. So those are the three other things that I'm very passionate about: our education, the legal system that we are subject to and must participate in, even though we didn't have anything to do with creating some of the laws.
Okay, there will be challenges, of course, to what you're saying. How equipped are you to fight those with power in politics?
Well, I don't fight, I just speak. And I voice my opinion, which I am totally free to do. People are certainly free to listen to it or reject it. So there is no threat to me by saying certain things. If they challenge them, fine. I'm open-minded. So tell me what I'm missing in the narrative. Tell me what I need to know in order to change my opinion to what you think is or someone else thinks. But from what I can see, with my science mind and taking all of the politics out of it, I see some ways that are better if the will is there.
Okay, for those of us who don't know, please explain the significance of the Green Party and how it differs from those of other platforms.
Well, I joined the Green Party because I was drawn to their core values. The 4 pillars of the Green Party are peace, grassroots democracy, social justice, and ecological wisdom. And all of those things resonate with me. And I don't hear that from the other parties. I hear a lot of contradictions. Sometimes they say one thing and sometimes they don't do what they say. But I like the Green Party. I like their resistance to big money and big corporate infiltration. I like the idea of grassroots democracy, which means to me, every person has a say in whatever affects their lives. They should have a say. That's where the voting comes in. That's where the voting expansion comes in. Because as a society, as a democracy, the only way that people can express what they want is through the vote. So there should be no holds barred on any voting opportunity.
Okay, for those, all right. Finally, what would you like to say to those who are considering, you as a candidate? What would you like to say to them to help influence their vote?
Well, I would say to them that a vote for this Green candidate is a very safe vote. According to the Philadelphia Charter, in this election, 7 seats will go to city council members at large, but only 5 seats can go to the majority party, which are the Democrats. We are a very heavily Democratic city. So 2 of those seats must go to minority candidates, Republicans, independents, or a Green like me. So I would have to say I would want one of those seats.